I've forgotten a lot lately. Doesn't miss connection or something to stream.
Oh no, I could stream it easy, but
Oh, okay.
I only stream franchise games.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no pressure from me.
You streaming, bro?
Yeah, I should be. You should be able to check it by now. I think it's up. But I'm not sure I'm making a T.
I mean, if you can, I will.
Nah, you can. You always streaming, but I don't see it. I probably gotta. Hold on.
Yeah, it's on. It says it's on air from where I'm sitting. But then again, it's also my console that is streaming it, so it's gonna favor my point of view.
I'm about to go chaos crazy right now.
Oh, whoops, I did not mean to hit that, but do I take the time out or do I launch it?
I can't believe you just hit that.
Who's up 3-0?
He is.
It's 7-0, right? It's 7 for you.
Who's up?
Oh, I am. It should be.
Normally it's right up under you. Or it's not right.
I'll even send you an invite, dude.
That happens to me when
Yeah, we're gonna have to start doing it like that. That's a lot easier.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's Telvin Smith, dude. Florida State 2013 national champion.
you were dead for right there. 4th and 18. Good shit.
Thanks, dude. I mean, it was gonna go one of two ways, and I just kind of I thought about what would Imagine Dragons say in this situation. Yeah, and I was just like, thunder, baby thunder, lightning and thunder, thunder, pick a number, lightning, baby thunder. It's like, shut the fuck up.
You played so many games, like, no matter what planet.
Do what?
I said you played so many damn games, no matter what planet.
It's like a wet weasel steamer on the deuce. Oh, but you got good blocking there. He should have had you, but they shit the bed a little bit. That's what happens when you're just filling diapers, sitting there. Yep, that's what they're doing. If they played defense, that'd be another thing. I'd be kind of happy. A little bit impressed. But instead they're just going to fill diapers on themselves. I'm not very impressed.
Saying that
Oh, you never know, dude. I've got more than one defense. I've just got a couple base. Trust me, I can Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets you. There's all sorts of plays in this game. Which camera view? We just hit back on the D-pad once to zoom out once.
I know. Yeah, I know, but how do you play this like that? I can't do it.
Oh, I need to see it so I can see more of the field. See, I'm the opposite. I don't see how you play with the other. Alright, drop a deuce. Man up! You nice pass.
Better not let him score on one play.
you know me slow. My defense looking crazy. All these sticks. Alright, here.
What's up? Oh, come on, Grant. That was weak, Grant.
Looking crazy on these sticks. My shit.
Oh, gotcha. Come on, Corey. That was weak. Corey's like, ah, come on, man. Gotta get my cigarettes going.
And I can't give up the streak right now. That's all. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
No, Westbrook. That was pathetic. Yeah, I probably should at this point.
Got me again on that shit, dude. Good stuff. Like, I can't even kill anybody. Good job. But you're running that same shit. And hitting me. But you only hit me when I don't get the,
Play on the game, right?
yeah. But he's not letting me get my adjustments off. Like, sometimes I get like lazy with it. You do it too slow. Good shit, Ward.
That happens, dude. But you'll probably score here. I mean, it goes both ways, man.
Yeah, I gotta get it. I can't believe you're supporting me. Gave you like the easiest touchdown.
Oh, I've had easier, bro. That wasn't... I mean, you have to get that pass off just right or it fails. Like, it's... You know, so... It can go both ways, man. It's like the Madden gods. Sometimes they choose well for you, and sometimes they choose poorly for you. It all depends on the Madden gods and what they think that should happen to you.
What the fuck?
See, what was that? That was garbage. That should have been a pick like 18,000 times ago. It was like my guys were playing hot potato with it, trying to pass it back to you, and since you couldn't get it, they just smacked it down.
Look, not even gonna lie, that wasn't the right choice. I tried to see, like, one thing you gotta respect is my ass.
Well, the other day I lost a win streak because I fell asleep playing. I woke up and I was like, wait a second, what was that? And I was like, wait, I never... And I was like, no. And I checked back and I was winning like 49-7. But I lost because I fell asleep. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This guy's like,
Yeah, they're shooting wood.
oh yeah, oh I bet. That's when stuff like that happens to me. You know, not shootings, obviously. But it's like,
He's not looking good on offense right now.
what do you say, Slow?
I said he's not looking very good on offense. He's taking too much damn ball.
Yeah.
My ass is like literally right now hoping I don't
One more and you probably will.
And yeah, in the quarter, one more in this quarter, you will.
yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to get I think we got a good game going here. So
Yeah, it's like rip code, everybody rip code, everybody rip code, everybody do it. Oh shit, nice pass. I thought he was gonna bat it down just right.
Hey, I hear everything that's saying.
Yeah, it was like weird echo. That's weird.
It's through my TV, that's why.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my shit's on.
Yeah, but it's because he's screaming. You can't hear our voices sleeping.
Oh fuck.
See, that was hard flat. I've been calling him to the hard flat every fucking play. It just finally, yeah, finally paid off like a wet steamer.
I mean, it's all good, bro.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like it should have happened like 1,000 times before. Just because the Achilles heel of Zsa Zsa Gabor, Lord of the Rings, Revenge of the Deuce. Ooh, nice hit. Alright, Power, let's go on the deucey. Alright, deuce, deuce. Let's go deucer. Yeah, let's go run it in.
You did a good job of distracting. Alright, come on, boys. Let's go. Let's take another swig and put another thing in my.
What do you put in your vein, dude? That's actually not cool. You're not doing heroin, are you? It's one of my friends OD'd from that. I'm pretty against heroin for sure.
Like 20 of my friends
Boom. Alright. Cover 3 sky.
Wet weasel, wet weasel.
You still watching slow? That's hilarious. Ah, wet weasel. Oh shit. Nice play.
But not hilarious in others.
Damn, dude, I started clicking buttons like I was playing.
Yeah. Thinking, oh shit, get back. That's as soon as he beat it deep, I was like, oh fuck a duck. He thread the needle just right. Like a ripcord. I was just toast.
Yeah, that was
And that's Madden for you. It's like, well, you shouldn't have had that touchdown, so we're going to take away the PAT. It's like, thanks, Madden.
No, that touchdown was covered. Verse, cover 2. Come on now.
It wasn't cover 2. That's the thing that confused me. It was cover 3.
That was cover 3 show 2, definitely.
It wasn't that, though.
It was the same defense over and over.
Yeah, like I know what I picked because, well, I do.
You're gonna burn me now.
Opa Gundam style. Sexy lady. Yeah. And so that's my only pass play. Yeah, dude. I mean, you just gotta sit in that pocket like Blake Bortles does in real life. You know, they call him Tom Brady light. No one calls Blake Bortles Tom Brady light.
Blake Bortles is a testament to getting this playoff for I can
Yeah, it's like Red Weasel, steam on the deuce, deuce in the steam, steam on the deuce.
I wish I was doing that.
Oh, I know you'd probably score.
Oh, I would chunk it. You don't know how to chunk it.
Yeah, you gotta learn from slow how to chunk it. He's better at passing than even I am still. I mean, that pass was kind of like a slow show move, but it was still... Slow would have had that pass way off before I did. And better. I really had to sit in the pocket and really wait for Bortles to launch it just way right because I did not want you to pick it. So the worst case it was going to be an incompletion was my thinking. Yeah, if I throw flat-footed with Bortles, I'm probably going to throw a pick. That's why I really rolled the pocket right and just launched it right to Westbrook's wet weasel deuce ass. See, and like I said to you earlier, it always breaks at least once. And that's all you need it to break. You can stop it every time, but all you need is the one time of Corey Grant sprinting down the field with his 1992 Auburn half shirt on.
Honestly, like, I have no. That was so good.
That's the same halfback zone that we ran.
That's halfback zone. That is my play. That is bread and butter.
Earlier in the game, I was guessing that.
Yeah, you stopped it a couple times. I was kind of worried for a second, but I was like, oh, I know it'll break once, and that's all I need it to do is once.
Then I got really fucked up. I wasn't stopping it no more, and I wasn't recognizing it.
Well, if you know you're about to play the #1 player in the world, you don't get fucked up. You gotta be sharp, man. If you smoke weed, because weed helps your abilities. That's what I'm doing right now. All I do is smoke weed. I don't drink. Drinking's bad.
Mr. Me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be doing anything with needles, bro, unless you're giving yourself insulin. Well, one of my friends almost died from heroin because they spliced it with fentanyl, and he he OD'd.
Yes.
It just shut his heart off essentially, and you know, I just don't want that to happen to you, dude. I mean, you're cool, and you know, you sure don't. I mean, smoke weed is so much better for you. I mean, it's worst case scenario, you're gonna get hungry and go be like slow show and walk to the store and back. It's like the worst case scenario. Everything else is like potential death, dude. Yeah. Well, yeah, dude. What are you doing? I mean, are you doing heroin? Well, I mean, that's probably yes, but dude, I wouldn't be doing that, man. I mean, there's way better things to do than that. I know it's hard to stop, but I mean, seriously, man, that's not. I've known 3 different people, 2 of them are close friends, who have died from that. Like, that's just not. It's not something you mess around with, dude, unless you really want to die for just one stupid high one night. I mean, move to a state where marijuana is legal. Do that. I mean, you're never going to die with that. Unless you choke on marijuana buds, like, while you're swallowing it. Yeah. I mean, definitely try, dude. I mean, I know we're... Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Just got me too. Damn.
I'm bringing out one of my Rashad Green from Florida State. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I agree with that statement. But that's why Green is called Wet Weasel Steam on the Deuce. Oh wait, I have Westbrook on the left side? Oh, okay, I'll just do that. You blitzed him. Oh, for some reason he disappeared out of the play. That's why I launched it to the left. I was going to hit Rashad Green, but Westbrook was so open. I was like, well, I might as well.
Damn, dude, you're like beating my ass right now. It's 42.
Yeah, probably worse if you're playing slow.
Like, you know this game is about to be a short couple launches.
I'd have caught up.
I'm gonna saw 0.
That's you, slow show. Watch this. Come on.
See, I'm just gonna send 6 blitzers every time. That's 6 guys on your 5 linemen that you usually have down, so mathematically. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, go defense! Launch like a wet weasel deuce! Well, you don't know that. I came back from 42-0 deficit once. I was losing to USC. This was NCAA football 2013 on the PS3. And I was losing 42-0, and I was about to quit, but I said, you know what? We are young. Heartache to heartache, we stand. And then I won that game 45-42. 45 unanswered points. All the guy messaged was, wow. Good game. Alright. Well, a lot of the clicking is hitting circle and X.
What blitz was that?
Engage 8 out of the 4-4, dude. If I'm sending
Runs that like
slow show taught me that. Yeah, slow show literally taught me that run or that play.
good shit, man.
Well, here, I'll get okay. I was trying to get tackled to chew the clock.
I'd like to get you to bingo when I'm not shit.
Well, yeah, dude, me too, because I know you're not, this is not you playing at your best, because you sound pretty loaded, so. But this still counts in the sense that this happened.
Yeah, it's all good,
Oh, I said slow taught me the engage 8 out of the 4-4. He was running a play, and I sacked him real quick because I had like 8 guys blitzing the line of 5 down linemen. And so it was just like 3 linebackers swarmed him within about 2 seconds. I staggered some of them left and the others right, and it just went boom, 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 boom. Just like this play here. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Can we play,
Well, yeah, of course, dude. I mean, anytime's fine. We'll find another time. I mean, it might take a while to get matched up like it did, but, you know. Yeah, that'll happen. One day we'll be on, and, you know, no one else will be on. We can play then, or, you know, it'll happen again, or we might both launch up. One time me and Slow both launched up randomly, and we weren't even talking. We got launched into a match together. Uh-huh. It happened twice in a row once. That's when we first started talking. Because I was like, hey, match us up again. We're like, what the hell? And that's when you taught me that I could... Yeah, dude.
dude, up 49-60. That's not. Oh, did I?
Yeah, you put in the league.
Damn, bro, I must have been more fucked up than
I didn't even put that on the league, so you did.
yeah, no, like, I put all my wins in. But damn, I didn't know what happened.
And sometimes lately I've played a couple people that it was like their first online game, and I just don't feel like that's fair, that I'm the #1 player in Madden, and I'm taking on like the person who's never played online before. I beat this one kid 55-0 the other day. He just wrecked his stats, you know.
But we are going,
Oh, we.
shit face, this fuck.
That was a save.
Yeah. I lost this game.
You're in my formation! Be ready for it, boys! Blitz him! Hit him in the mouth! Hit him in the mouth! Go! I called it!
It's all good.
Alright, cover 2 invert. Smith. I went Smith and Jack in the hard flat. Smith, hard flat. Jack, hard flat. Payne, I want you to pop back. Wait. Shit.
So are you
Yeah, I do that sometimes, but sometimes I put them in like a spy. Just kind of depends. Like this play,
Who's ready to
I do 2-4-5, flop it to a 3-3.
But I told you has the spy. You can do it all on your own. You
Yeah,
got your three guys, the two inside
yeah.
linebackers, and one of the actually the two tackles.
Oh, I know. But see, but I don't like to do it like that. I like to put the guys in a harder hard flat.
Oh yeah.
Smith and Jack, I drop them to hard flat. Sometimes I mess with the linebackers. Sometimes I put like the tackle Jackson into a spy, Smith hard flat, Jack hard flat, and then sometimes I'll put him into a deep like that.
do against this, though?
See?
Huh?
I said, what do you do against this? How well did you play this fucking run?
Yeah, that only gets past the 4-4. That doesn't get past that 1-3-7 or 2-3 whatever that he does. 1-5 whatever. They don't get past that.
If I was in Call of Duty, which I don't,
Which game?
that fucks. Kick me out of a boost too.
Dude, you're allowed to run it. If you have one play where you know, dominate. I mean,
Yeah, you
Run
do.
one play, bro. Like,
I was
how
about
do
to
you
say.
sit here and say I run one play?
Well, I'm saying if you have one play that like really, really works for you, I'm not gonna bitch at you because like I run an offense where I can only run one play, and I hear people bitch at me all the time. So I'm saying whatever you want to do, run it. Don't.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I don't go for those arguments like, well, you can't play like that. Like my friends try to limit me. I'm like, well, fuck you, dude. If you can do it in the game,
I said, why don't you just stop it? And he was like, blah, 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 blah. You're done.
Like that last play that you just scored on. People could do that shit over and over and over and get it every fucking time.
mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
You think he
So
could run that on every play?
no, I'm saying I've seen people do that shit over and over and over
Mm-hmm.
and get it every time.
Yep. Some people are really good at that play. Like I'm not.
Shit, it's some shit you just can't stop as a youth. Shit, like you just don't know how
What
to stop
were
it.
the plays that ran before that, though?
No, I'm saying that play that you just ran to score just now. I'm saying I've seen people use that over and over. But if I can't stop it, bro, then I can't fucking stop it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
I'll
I
never
get it.
fault you.
You're the right call.
Yeah, I mean, but you're free to. I mean, I'm just saying I wouldn't care. I wouldn't bitch about it. Because it's in the game, dude. If that's your offense, man, power to you. Because that's how my offense runs. I have like 3 or 4 plays that I like to run very religiously. And if they don't work, I have other plays, of course, but I don't have to resort to them very often. Because my shorthand book about covers it up. What's up?
See how you in halfback zone right now?
Mm-hmm.
You see that outside tight end that you got way to the left?
Mm-hmm.
I figured out how to make him create the whole wide.
Oh, do you put him in motion or expand him out?
Yeah, I push him out, but before I just let him open up to go out there. I don't let him get out there. I just let him open up to get a head start and hurry up and press out the shit.
I just want
Well, no, dude, he's not coaching me. Yeah, I was gonna say he's not telling me anything I don't know.
Cause we all run the same goddamn play.
Yeah, dude, this is my bread and butter. It's been my bread and butter for years. I used to like when I want to find a couple of halfback dives, a couple of
You
halfback.
run it different.
Yeah, and like I run it a very specific way.
And he probably not even gonna do it my way.
I do know what you're talking about, essentially, though, pulling that guy over just a hair. Ah, see, he should have broke that right there. See, just out of spite. Let's go again. Halfback zone, wet weasel, and deuce. Ready, break.
Hey, War, you gotta put a spin move in there or something.
Yeah, sometimes I think that.
Do your same thing with that fake outside and put the spin move.
Yeah, but when I get the wet weasel deuce on the steam like that, see?
I've never seen him hit it. I've never seen him hit a juke. I've never seen him hit a spin move. I've never seen. Bro, are you serious right the fuck off?
See, I don't need those spins and jukes, man. Whenever you're Corey Grant, you just launch off. Give it to me on 4th and 12. I don't give a shit. It's Corey Grant.
I mean, it is what it is right now. I'm not
I'm not talking shit, dude. It's just it's Corey Grant, man. He just breaks ridiculous plays. He's got that 1992 Auburn half shirt on underneath his jersey. Yeah.
I told you he the fastest player on the field, bro.
Yeah, it's not even fair. I mean, he's like Tavon Austin's 95, but Corey Grant is so much faster than Tavon Austin. He gets that little step. And remember when you almost caught up to me, and I just shook it just a little bit left, right, and then boom, I had 10 yards on you again. It's like,
I literally just do nothing like football all the time, and I suck at coordination actually.
yeah, that's called the Corey Grant. Yeah, dude, my defense, they're playing aggressive right now, and I actually have them all in conservative. But they play so aggressive anyway because they're the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, good game, dude.
I'm about to go to bed, man.
You know I need
For sure, dude. You out of here slow? You don't want to see if Corey Grant makes another touchdown for all of his kids. Oh, come on, Corey. That was weak. Yeah, he'll probably stop me, but... Ooh, see, that's the thing, though. You wish. Oh! I thought I had him. Alright, Wet Weasel Steam on the deuce. We're going for it. See, we have to go for it because Corey Grant's girlfriend is in the audience, and she is so angry that he did not score a touchdown that last play. See, the two receivers on the left, Corey Grant and Rashad Green, were both in the 2013 National Championship game. Corey Grant lost, Rashad Green won. Ready? Break! You're probably going to pick six me. That's what I feel is about to happen because I'm about to launch this pretty hard. That's Rashad Green for you, man. Well, like I said, dude, I've had a lot of practice on this game.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Well, I've played this every day for at least 5 games a day since it came out. So I have a lot of practice, dude. It's a ridiculous amount of practice and time I've put into this game.
Like, I put a lot of time
Yeah, but I've played real opponents, so I've seen all sorts of different offenses and defenses work, and I just, those mismatches like Corey Grant, those 2 launched touchdowns to start the game when you were shutting my run game down. It's like I adjusted to what you gave me, and then as soon as you started watching the pass too well, that's when I started running it back on the ground with Corey Grant tearing it up the ground. But I do commend you for shutting me down to start the game, though. I was actually worried for a second. I was like, well, shit. He's actually stopping, my flow for a minute. Yeah, you started hot. Like, I was actually a little bit concerned. I was like, man, this could actually get ugly. Yeah, but you still put up some good yards. I mean, you just didn't cap those off with touchdowns. Like, you threw a couple picks. But if you didn't throw the picks, you could have had that game within a touchdown or 2. Yeah, but if you take those 3 field goals or 3 picks and make them field goals, that's 9 points. So you would have only lost by still about almost a little less than 30. But it's still, if those would have been touchdowns, 21 points, then you would have only been down about, 2 touchdowns. It's not. Yeah, I'm gonna see what. Alright, see you, Slow. I'll be off tomorrow. I got an MRI at 4 o'clock. Yeah, you gonna be off too, dude? Him and her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, Slow, you gonna be on tomorrow? What time you said? What's the court for? Oh, okay. Oh, that stinks. Mm-hmm. Well, you should be able to argue that in court then. Yeah, that's what I do. I at least argue that. Yeah, especially since you got a new license printed. It can't be suspended because you just got a new one. Yeah. Dude, Rashad Green had 2 receptions. Westbrook had 2 receptions. Corey Grant had 2 receptions. Corey Grant had 2 receptions for 172 yards for 2 touchdowns. D.D. Westbrook had 2 receptions for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rashad Green had 2 receptions for 37 yards for 1 touchdown. I'm just saying that's just crazy. They all had 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that's why I'm telling Slow that, because I never pass the ball. I'm telling
The
you.
ball 40 times in my last different throws.
Yeah, but like the last 10 games I've played, I've thrown the ball 0 times. So the fact that I threw the ball 6 times is fucking unreal. And I even had 8 attempts. Like I never pass. And that's the thing that I was giving you credit on, is that you forced me to have to pass. And most people don't force me to have to open my pass playbook up. Yeah, and 0 passing yards. I do it all the time, but you forced me to throw for 341. I never throw for 300 yards. But you forced me to have to open the pass game. Yeah, well, I usually only run, but you were shutting it down, dude. Like, I had to open the pass playoffs. I mean, you should pat yourself on the back for that, because you forced me to go 2-dimensional. I usually play 1-dimensional, beat you in the dirt, you know. And I couldn't do that. You kept shutting me down and putting me in 4th and long, and I was launching 4th and 40 passes, and luckily getting them. If you would have converted on 1 or 2 of those and got like a 14, 21 point lead. Yeah, but see, that's my NFL Blitz days coming out, dude. Yeah, yeah, but dude, that's like NFL Blitz. That's what that shit was. It was like mom to ba 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 da ba, chipping ba da da da, ching.
Yeah, no, like, good shit, dude.
Yeah, good game. Like, you had me scared for the first quarter. I was like, man, I might actually lose this guy after he talked all that shit, and I'm gonna lose my win.